Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. And if you're new here, my name is Nishithav. I would love for you guys to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. In today's video, we are going to test out the Benefit Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation. So I got two shades, one is 8 and 9. So quickly I'm going to talk a little bit about this foundation and the claims. It's a light coverage foundation. It's supposed to have a natural matte finish. It's supposed to just even out your skin tone and blur any imperfections, and it's supposed to feel very weightless and it's gonna look really natural. The shade range is not that great, probably because it has a really sheer coverage. It's more like a tinted moisturizer kind of feel, but they're calling it a foundation. But that's not an excuse. Even Dior came out with something like that, the Dior Face and Body Foundation. Even though that's a sheer foundation, they did have 40 different shades. So I think they should expand the shade range a little bit more. But I got 8 and 9 because I wasn't sure which one would match me at the store. So first I'm going to try the shade number 8. So the packaging is very pretty though. It just has this smiley on top of it. So on one side of my face, I'm going to use a beauty blender, though I have a feeling the beauty blender might soak up all the product. And on one side, I'm just going to use a brush. So this actually seems like a good match. So let's, before I do that, I want to apply some primer. I'm using my Smashbox primer water. And I'm going to let that sit. So the consistency of the foundation is very liquidy and it doesn't have a strong scent to it. It doesn't like smell like anything. And this is the swatch of number 8. So I'm just going to dot this on the side and blend it out with the beauty blender. So it definitely looks really natural. The coverage is definitely light. It's more like a coverage that you would get from a tinted moisturizer or a BB cream. But it looks really good so far. So on this side, I'm just going to use a brush and blend it out. And let's see if we can get more coverage this way. I'm going to need some more foundation. So obviously there is a little bit more coverage when you use a brush, but I feel like I like the finish with the beauty blender because I like this side of my face, the finish wise, and even the way it blended better on this side than on this side. I mean, even with the brush it blended out really well, but I just prefer this side of my face a little bit better. I want to apply just a little bit more to see how this foundation layers. Just to see if we can build up the coverage to a medium. So based on first impressions, I think I really love how this foundation looks on my skin. It is not overly matte, at the same time it's not overly dewy. It has this nice natural finish, but it did add some glow to my skin. It evened out my skin really well. It definitely is in between light to medium. You can add a little bit more coverage, but I definitely want to say this is a light coverage foundation. But it looks really good. So I want to compare this with the Dior foundation, the Face and Body that I recently reviewed on my channel. I'll leave a card up here if you want to check it out. So it feels similar to that, but this feels even lighter than that foundation did. And it does not look as matte. So I don't know how it will last throughout the day. If you have dry skin, I think you would prefer this foundation over the Dior Face and Body. This is just based on first impressions because I really love how it looks. And it looks really natural on the skin as well. So now I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup off camera, come back and tell you guys how everything layered on top. So I'll see you all in some time. Hey guys, so I finished the rest of my makeup off camera and it's been almost 2 hours since I last spoke to you guys. I just got carried away playing with eyeshadows and some other makeup. But everything blended on really well on top of this foundation, bronzer, blush, concealer, and even my highlighter. But the only thing that I want to say is that it is definitely clinging on to a few of my dry patches on my nose. My skin is going through a phase right now. I don't know why. But I also think that could have happened if I were to use any other foundation at this point. Because foundations definitely tend to cling on to your dry patches no matter how good the foundation is if the dry patches are really out of control. So that's one thing. But other than that, I think I really like this foundation and I have nothing bad to say about this at this point. So now I'm going to go about my day, continue to do the wear test, and at the end I'm going to do some close-ups so we can see together how this foundation performed. I'll see you all in a few hours. I'm going to apply a little bit gloss. My lips are so dried right now. This is the Buxom gloss and in the shade Mudslide. So it's been almost 8 hours since I've had this foundation on, and I definitely think this is a really good foundation, especially for the price point. It's $29. I know $29 is still a lot, but when compared to other high-end brands, this foundation is definitely cheaper or more affordable than the other ones. And I think it's a really good foundation because it definitely is really lightweight. It blended out really well. It doesn't look heavy or cakey anywhere. The only thing that I want to say is that if you have oily skin, I don't think you would love this one as much as you would love the Dior Face and Body Foundation, because that is completely matte and it doesn't produce any oils throughout the day. But whereas this one, I definitely look, and even in person I definitely look a little bit shiny around my nose. And I also want to say that I did a little bit of powdering around my nose. I think it was like 4 hours back, and even when I powdered my skin, I still see a little bit of oil speaking through around my nose area. I usually don't have oily skin. I am more normal to dry, mostly normal, and if I don't drink enough water, my skin will dry out. I usually don't see with my Lancome foundation or the Dior foundations. So if you have oily skin, I would definitely recommend you use a mattifying primer underneath. Or better yet, just go with the Dior Face and Body Foundation. I feel like these both are similar, and it is more, the Dior one has a more matte finish and it stays matte throughout the day. Whereas if you have dry skin, I think you will enjoy this foundation more than the Dior one. I definitely think this is a really good foundation, but I would still recommend the Dior Face and Body over this because it has better shade range and it has a little bit more coverage than this if that's what you want. But I personally would wear this foundation again because it looks really good on the skin. It's perfect for those days where you want to look really natural. You can just apply this foundation because it's very lightweight, it looks really natural, and it just evens out your skin tone really well. I'm gonna pull you guys in closer so you can see how this foundation looks on my skin up close. To summarize, I think this foundation is a really good one. If you're someone who likes your foundations to have a natural look, then I would definitely give this a try. I see myself using this a lot because it's very easy to blend out and it looks really natural on the skin. It doesn't add much coverage, but it beautifully evens out your skin tone. So it's perfect for those days when you're going to the beach where you want a little bit of something on your face but you don't want to wear, you know, full coverage foundations. Then this would definitely be a great option for that. But if you have oily skin, I would recommend the Dior foundation for you, the Dior Face and Body, over this one. But all in all, I think this foundation is really great. If you have dry skin, I would say definitely try it out. And I think you will like it because I just love how this makes my skin look without looking heavy or cakey. So that completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I want to thank you for watching. Please hit the bell so you can get notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.